phone, man. All right, guys, I have about 50 minutes because I've got to go to the bank. What's going on with my ear? Got to go to the bank to try and get my refund, find out what's going on. Still haven't been paid back for that flight cancellation, which I booked September the 3rd. It's now October the 26th. So I've got to do that. So basically, I just want to say to you all, thank you for supporting my work. I feel like I'm finally making tracks with the work that I'm putting out. And do me this favor. Today, I put out a video about UK politics. Please watch it. It's 20 minutes, guys. All right. It's not even the length of an episode of Coronation Street, baby. Give it a watch. Give it a share. It's undeniable. The average Joe in the world knows that politics is corrupt. We've just accepted it. Yeah, we know politics is corrupt. There's nothing we can do about it. There's a lot we can do about it. People don't truly know how it's being done, how it's all coded, and how they all work for Lucifer. So please share that. What I'm going to try and figure out on my YouTube channel is separating videos into sections. So a politics section, Premier League section, coronavirus section, Revelation section, so you can just go to it. I'm also going to start doing some short videos where I'm doing that, if you notice now, I'm doing a lot of videos, 3, 4, 5 minutes in length. I make no money, it seems, off YouTube anymore. They limit all my stuff. The short videos make me nothing. So I'm doing this now on YouTube purely just to get it out there. If you support me on my website, fantastic. That allows me to do what I'm doing on YouTube and all the incredible codes and all the things that I'm revealing. But at this point with YouTube, they don't want me to make any money from them because they're just trying to destroy my motivation. But I know what they're trying to do, and that's what's very important. Adam, is our life coded like celebrities? Yes, everything is coded. The world that we live in is completely coded. The universe that we operate in is coded. However, Brian, the key thing to know is you have free will, okay? To an extent, our reality has been coded in the world of entertainment 100% because the people at the top of it are being controlled by Satan. And I don't think people are going to truly ever appreciate my work until they find Jesus Christ is what I believe. He is the savior. All the other stuff that I do, if you still think it's man behind it all, you're never going to fully understand what it is that I'm doing and the message that I'm sharing. You're not going to get it. You just think this guy's really intelligent. He's made quite a lot of predictions. He's a pretty funny guy. You're not going to go any further with it. I'm revealing revelation and that it's supernatural what's going on. But Brian, you do have free will, all right, to make the decisions that you make. I just believe your ultimate destination's already been predestined. How you get there is up to you. I'm going to put the air conditioner on. I'm just starting to get really hot. I don't know why my fan's off. So, why are there so many religions in Catholic, but I'm not sure you're Catholic? So, religion has been designed by Satan, okay? He came up with all these different religions to divide us, to keep us away from Jesus Christ. I've told you how Satan works. The more labels, the more divide. If you notice right now in 2022, everything has a label on it. Okay, they're trying to create X amount of genders, sexualities, races, religions. All right, creating more sports, more leagues, creating more divide. People forgetting that we are one. Uni means one, the universe. Uni, the prefix is one, guys. All right. Why Jesus? Because Jesus sacrificed his life on the cross for our sins. Okay. Allah and Buddha, if you notice, when you study the religious books, they're all extremely similar. The biggest difference between the Bible and the Quran, for example, literally the only difference is that the Quran believes that Jesus Christ is a prophet, like Muhammad. Whereas for me, I believe Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit is one. And I think you can only be saved by Jesus. But that's what I truly believe. And for 33 years, I had no belief in Jesus or God or anything. The supernatural, I didn't believe in it. But I've got the Holy Spirit within me. It's why I do what I do at the level in which I do it. How I've gone almost 2.5 years, probably averaging 4 hours of sleep a day, and still coach and teach and live stream and code and respond to messages and make you laugh and work out. That's the spirit within me. I'm telling you. I'm happy you found Jesus Christ. So am I. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And I've told you, I'm not a preacher of Jesus. I'm not going to be out in the streets doing that. If you find Jesus, fantastic. I think it's the greatest thing that can ever happen to a person. And if you don't, then it is what it is. It is what it is. So what I'm getting at is I'm putting out so much content at the moment, which I believe is undeniable, and a range of content. I've made so many predictions. It's just how many of us are going to actually awaken to what's going on in the world? Has that already been predetermined? Is there only a certain amount that are ever going to get it? Revelation for me is about revealing things. I think more people are waking up. I'll tell you this, just from the comments on my YouTube channel, I get so many now, which I would say is a blessing because more people are getting engaged in my content. More and more people are coming out with saying like, wow, I never saw this, or I'm open to it. I don't completely agree with what you're saying, but it is interesting. Who's doing this? How's it being done? Like questions. I always say ask questions, and I'm getting asked questions so often now by people who I've never seen on my page before. So the fact that you're coming across my work and you're watching multiple videos, I think is a good sign. I think it's a really beautiful sign. But whether you're going to comprehend it, understand it, I don't know. All I will say is I do the long live streams. Some people absolutely love them. I do shorter videos now, which a lot of people prefer. I'm doing all I can to put out a range of content to help people. All right? There's nothing about me that's controlled opposition. I ain't trying to bring your frequencies low. I ain't trying to scare you either because God's already won. I ain't trying to scare you. But just know this is Satan's realm right now. He is reigning. And basically, if you follow him, even when you're oblivious to it, you often get rewarded. So all the people at the top of the world of entertainment, politics, whatever it may be, at the very highest level, they have basically given themselves to Satan, and they have been rewarded to an extent. But if you're starting to notice now, a lot of these top stars that used to be really smug, they were really smug and arrogant and cocky. They don't seem as happy anymore. It's like they've thought to themselves, why did I do that? Why did I give my soul to him? So all these professional sports games, everything that's happening in the world of politics, the World Economic Forum, everything you can imagine, it's Satan and it's people who work for him who are at the top of this so-called pyramid where the all-seeing eye is. So I'm at a point where I'm just thinking to myself, what more can I do? What more can I present to people for them to go, wow, this guy really cares about me, cares about humanity. His work's pretty goddamn undeniable. He's made so many nailed on predictions. Try your best. Just try your best for a second to not try and look for negative, because Satan wants that. He wants you to look straight for the negative. So what you can easily do with me, look, 31 in the live, 9 likes. That's when Brady won Super Bowl 55, 31-9, and then he retired 319 days before the Pope's birthday. 31 plus 9 is 40. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. It's why the opening 2 Champions League games this season, today, finished 4-0. Inter beat Pleasant 4-0, and then Porto beat Bruges 4-0. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and that's why both of those scores were 4-0. You've got Bruges, who are dominating in the Champions League, which makes no sense, getting battered at home 4-0 by an average Porto team. Matthew 4:1-11. At that time, Jesus was led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted by the devil. Isn't it interesting? I live in Mexico in the desert. He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights and afterwards was hungry. That's why you're going to have all these food shortages going on, especially next year. All right? Why they're promoting you eating insects now. It's not all satanic, guys, as well. There's an element of Jesus. He fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and my word, he was hungry, but he did not give in. The tempter approached and said to him, if you are the Son of God, command that these stones become loaves of bread. So again, 4-0, it's biblical. It happened, guys, 3 weeks and 4 days before the upcoming World Cup begins. All right? Jesus was born on the 3rd of April, a date that can be in 3-4. It's why Benzema just became the oldest winner of the Ballon d'Or at age 34, why Steph Curry won the NBA at age 34, finals MVP. Okay? Matt Stafford, age 34, wins the Super Bowl. Messi wins Copa America at 34. I've told you all about the 34s. It's connected to Jesus' death, all right, which is the 3rd of April. So Gabriel Jesus, by the way, was born on the date that Jesus supposedly died, or the anniversary of it, April the 3rd. All right, Gabriel Jesus born April the 3rd, and that's the date we're told Jesus died. I've told you Gabriel Jesus got coronavirus supposedly on Christmas Day, which is supposedly Jesus' birthday, which is nonsense. It's a pagan celebration. Don't celebrate Christmas. Don't celebrate Halloween. I don't know why you get all psyched up about celebrating your birthday as well, celebrating Valentine's Day. It's all traps. It's all tricks of Satan. When you realize that this is a spiritual war and it's God versus Satan, and you have a choice which side you're going to pick, then that's when things get tasty. That's when it'll really kick off in a beautiful way. Guys, why do you think those who are true believers of Jesus get mocked and ridiculed, and why so many people are non-believers and atheists? And they worship Satan, they'll go rock on, they'll go to these festivals. Anything that's satanic gets promoted in the world of entertainment. And we like it because Satan is talented when it comes to entertaining. All right? He is the God of music. He's so cunning. He's so charming. Watch the TV show Lucifer. It sums it up perfectly. Watch the TV show Lucifer, which had 6 seasons. Tom Ellis played Lucifer, who's from Wales, which is connected to the dragon, which is connected to Satan. Watch my video about Lucifer Decoded. It will blow your head off. So at some point with me, I really believe this in my soul, baby. I really believe it in my soul, baby, that more people are going to come across my work, and my work's going to go. It is. It is. Eventually, more people are going to come to it, and then it's going to get spread. It will spread like wildfire. It will. Why would you celebrate your birthday? Why don't you celebrate every single day of your life? Why do you have to wait to celebrate it once a year? Why? Every day is a blessing. Enjoy each and every day. All right? You don't need your little balloons on your birthday and a little birthday cake and a few gifts. You don't need any of that. Christmas is a joke. Think how many families, all right, or single parents are stressed around Christmas. They're trying to get gifts for the kids who expect them. They're taking loans out, all right, and then they start the new year in debt, and it's miserable weather in places like England. It's not right. If you want to look after your kid or celebrate their life or whatever it may be spontaneous about it. I've said this, if you've got a girlfriend or a wife, you don't have to wait until Valentine's Day to show them that you love them. Randomly say, hey, babe, I booked us a table tonight. And here, go check your wardrobe. There's a little surprise in there for you. Boom, that dress that she wanted. All right? I say you don't need to be obsessed with materialism and money. You don't need to be. I think that's the devil. But you can still treat people and treat yourself, all right, without being consumed by it all. So if you haven't watched my video, guys, about UK politics, much love to Alto, who inspired it. I think this Alto guy is one of the best decoders I've ever come across in my entire life. And he don't need the attention. He don't need a YouTube channel. He don't need a platform. He shares his work with me, and more often than not, if I like it, I'll present it. He is phenomenal. And there's so many people, your Happy Face Mans, who put these connections together. Chuck, I've been going back and forth with Chuck all morning. incredible decoder. Thomas Lockwood, a special decoder. The list goes on and on and on and on. It's a wild time to be alive. If Bayern Munich win this game, guys, if Bayern Munich win this game and they're 2-0 up, I'm telling you, I'm not even going to present the code that I have for it. And do you know what's so annoying? Super frustrating to an extent, especially if Bayern Munich win, is this. On my phone, I have something called WordPress. All right? I have this WordPress. And it's where I can post codes, but it's really erratic. Half of the time it posts them, the other half it doesn't. So it's just frustrating. So I kept trying to post my Bayern code that me, Chuck, and Riddler did. Much love to Riddler. He's got a really good Patreon, by the way, where he decodes sports. He's really good and a really amazing guy. You should check him out. Give him a chance if you're still obsessed over sports. So between us, we like Bayern Munich, did this code, and then I realized it didn't upload because it kept saying unable to upload. And then about 15 minutes in, it pops up. The code appears. But Bayern were leading by then. So it's like, oh, really, Satan? You want to play me like that? And then Mane scored after 10 minutes. Mr. 10. And Bayern Munich can get the 10th Champions League win against Barcelona if they win. So again, I'm not going to... You never know in rigged sports. You saw what Barcelona did against PSG. You know what I mean? When they beat them 6-1. So I'm not going to say Bayern have won, but the code for Bayern to win, it was connected to number 10, and they opened the scoring after 10 minutes. I had Napoli to win as well, but again, you expect them to win, but there's upsets in these competitions. I expected Napoli to win to get to 15 points after 5 games. You won 5-5, and Sunak became the Prime Minister 15 weeks and 5 days after Boris Johnson stepped down. I talk about the 15-5 all the time. That's all I needed to see with Napoli. And to do it against Scotland, a Scottish team, a member of the United Kingdom, I was like, Napoli are going to take that. I was kind of hoping they would go down because I was supremely confident they'd win, but they're up 2-0. And it was it Simeone's son who scored 2 goals? That guy's numbers. There's a reason why David Beckham kicked Simeone, by the way, in that 1998 World Cup. All right, when you learn about Simeone's numbers. So, listen, I can't do too long here. Good evening, Sadie. Hope you're well, baby. From York. What a beautiful place. I'm doing all I can to get back to England next year. Who knows what's going to happen? I've told you England's going to collapse next year, like dominoes, like a deck of cards. So we'll see if I can ever get back there. Who knows? But what I will say, I was in England for 5 weeks, and it was absolutely magical. And if that's the last time that I ever go to England, I'll take it because it was absolutely beautiful. An incredible time that I had. Johnny G, I agree with you. All the British prime ministers are the opposite. You know what? No, I'm saying Bayern should win. My code is Bayern Munich to win. I said they could get the 10th win against Barcelona in the Champions League, and that's why I'm saying number 10, Mane, opened the scoring. There's a lot. They can also get the 15-5, can Bayern Munich. 15 points after 5 games. The 155, I always talk about 15, the 5th triangular number. I'm just saying, they're up 2-0 now. I ain't saying they've definitely won, but if they do win, I've got the code to show you why. I'm really hoping Sheffield Wednesday win with the code that Chuck and I did. All about the number 33. I really hope it hits, but it might not. But the fines, nevertheless, were worthy of posting. All right? Maybe I do go 3 for 3, and it is Napoli, Bayern, and Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe I only get 1 right. Maybe I get 2 right. I don't know, but when it comes to stuff about politics, I dare you to test that knowledge. When I talk about the C virus and all the numbers I have with that, I dare you to test that knowledge. When it comes to sports, you can always say, yeah, you called that, and you didn't call that, and you called that, but you didn't call that. Satan's happy with that. That's why I've told you, anytime I talk about pro sports, my videos don't get limited. Anytime I talk about Jesus or something really deep, they limit me. All right? They limit what I do. Non-league, I believe it's organic. I played non-league. There's no money involved. A little bit, you get a few £100. You play in front of a decent enough people, decent semi-pro level. You can play in front of anywhere between 500 and 3,000 people. But there's not much money involved. There's not much betting on it. It's not really on your TV at all. So there's no need for Lucifer to get involved and infiltrate that. There's no need. When it comes to the Premier League, that's on your TV all the time. All right, it's constantly on your TV. Everyone's betting on it. Everyone's buying the merchandise. Kids are inspired by these people. How many people are inspired by Geisley's left winger? You know what I mean? Or Bradford Park Avenue centre half. How many of those are doing satanic celebrations? Probably none of them. I played at that level. It's organic. And if anything, it's just as good as the higher level. If you go watch high-level semi-pro, it's fantastic level. It's end-to-end. It's intense. You don't get time on the ball. All right? There's pure passion out there. And you go watch the Premier League game and look how much time they have. All right? The lack of passion the players have. All right? How slow it really is. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But they've got Satan behind them. Semi-pro players don't. If I had Satan behind me, with my talent, I didn't need Satan to give me talent. I've got it from God. But if I would have sold my soul and I was doing all of this and I was part of the occult, I'd be in the Premier League quite easily. Guys, watch my video about Gavi. Tiny little Spaniard who's come on the scene and he's getting bigged up. All right. When he was a young kid, he was playing for Barcelona in the Messiah. He was doing the Baphomet celebration then at like age 10, wearing number 10. Check the content out that I'm putting. It's undeniable. Who do I think is going to win the World Cup? I think there's amazing riddles for England, Argentina, Brazil, and Germany. I think England has the best riddle. They have the most satanic numbers. I think this World Cup is all about Satan. All right. And the New World Order and all of that. So England have great numbers. Argentina's is insane. All right. Their main riddle is the number 36. Okay. They have all the Messi riddle, the Pope riddle, the Falklands War riddle. England have the Church of Satan riddle. They have the 1966 World Cup riddle. They have Queen Elizabeth riddle, the Prince Philip riddle. They've got so much going for them. It's insane. All the stuff that's happening in UK politics is connected to the World Cup final. They've got the Harry Kane riddle with Bobby Moore. Then Germany have all this war riddle and Hitler riddle. It's all it is. I do what I do and I learn so much. And that is why, hello, Wendy. Woo-hoo. Mahrez missing penalties. I did a code about why Mahrez is missing all these penalties. I do so many codes. I think maybe I work myself to the bone. This Thursday, I'm going to have a day off, I think, and hang out. So, again, why is Mahrez taking penalties? Because it's connected to Satan. Mahrez has now missed 10 penalties for club and country in his career, and he's scored 22. All right, so he's missed 10. Satan equals 10. All right, Satanic gets you 122. This guy's missed 10 out of 22, like 122. He scored 22. Satanic equals 22. Notice Satanic equals 67, and he missed this penalty on a day leaving 67 days left in the year. All right. So Mahrez, who's Mr. 26, that's why he did so well for Leicester when they won the league. Because the 26 is connected to the Queen, who was born in 26, became the Queen on 2-6, Queen in Gematria 26. Her mum died at age 101, the 26th prime. She was coronated, Queen Elizabeth, on the 2nd of June, a date that can be written 2-6. Hello, 6079 Smith, baby. So I have this thing that I believe is going to happen in Qatar that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. It's on my website. I may do a bit shoot, but the prediction I have for the upcoming World Cup, you are going to have your head blown off. And I'll give you a clue there by me using the word blown. I can't say anything else about it. Royal equals 26, Crown 26, Old Age 26. Beautiful, Joseph. Guys, please subscribe to Joseph Aquaviva 2222, please. Subscribe to his channel. Dead 2 months, 6 days before King Charles's birthday as well, yeah. So I've got this wild prediction for what's going to happen in the 2022 World Cup. I believe it in my heart and soul. I vaguely went over it in a live stream, then realized, sugar, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud because it is a wild, wild thought that I have, but I feel it in my soul. And again, guys, do me this favor without being annoying here. And this is not purely about money. It's not money driven. All right. Do me a favor. If you watch my videos every single time I go live and you watch my live streams, you watch all my videos, you're on my Twitter, you're on my Instagram. If you have any opportunity to support my website for what I do, please do it. I don't make any money from YouTube now. They limit everything. For me, it's $10. And the stuff I post, guys, half of the stuff I can't even talk about on YouTube. My knowledge is growing every day. My community is just getting better every day. Just do your best to support me. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this platform. I want people to gather this information. If I could just say what I wanted to say here every day, I won't be saying, come and check out my website. I can't say over half of the stuff. I don't have enough minutes in the day to do videos for everything that I see. Check it out, guys. Now's the time to acquire this knowledge. Knowledge is power. All right. And again, I remember being in England last week. Pretty much for a pint and a couple of bags of crisps was like $10, the equivalent of $10, guys. What I'm giving people, the work I'm putting in, it's relentless how much I'm doing. At some point, I feel like I have to just faint. But the spirit, the power in me, I don't. So just do me that favor. Don't sign up just because you want my sports picks. That'll be a bonus if you like to gamble. Think about money. Money is energy, currency, all of that. Think about what you invest in your money in now. All right. How much is a packet of cigarettes? How many of you are smoking? Woo! Hello, Patrick. How many of you are smoking? How much is a pack of cigarettes? How much is a takeaway pizza? How much are you betting on gambling a week? $2.50, guys, a week. And I can change your life. I've changed hundreds of people's lives with my knowledge that God gave me. So just do me that favor. Without me, I don't want to get rich from the website. If I wanted, I could charge $50 easily. And I'd have probably at least 100 people. But I ain't going to do that. This guy, Amani Anani, is gone. Right. So what I want to say, the main thing I want to say here is God's already won. Satan's desperate. Satan's pretty much Scarface here. He's just trying to take people down with him, but he knows that he's done. All right? We can say that what's going on in the world right now is all Satan, but you have to remember, guys, wow, 13 quid for a packet of cigarettes. That's what I'm talking about. £13 for a packet of cigarettes. And people will pay it. Oh, I ain't going to support that illusion, but I'll buy myself cancer sticks that are helping me obviously get sick. Do you know what I mean? So God is using Satan. God is using Satan. Well, Chris Money, you're kind of tired of people claiming that God is giving them knowledge. Why are you tired of it? I talk about the Holy Spirit. It's not like God knocked on my door and said, there you go, like getting your takeaway food. There you go, illusion. Here's some sacred knowledge for you. I have the Holy Spirit within me. I feel it. You don't, clearly. Because if you did, you would know what I'm talking about. I haven't got this knowledge from just reading a book, brother. I haven't got this knowledge from just reading a book. It's the Holy Spirit within me. So when I say that God's guiding me here, he is. I'm a messenger. Look what I do. Look what I reveal. A so-called normal lad from England. And look at the knowledge I have. And look what I share daily. You think that's me? You're going to give me that credit? You're going to give Adam Ivor Edwards the credit for all the knowledge that he's sharing and has? Really think that's just me? It isn't. I'm just the messenger. And I'm aware of that. Whereas before I had this big ego. Chris Money, you're gone. You're gone from the chat. You said you think you know everything about me. You don't have a clue, mate. You're gone. See you later. See you later. So just people, they just appear in the live and they act like they've got it all sorted. Guys, this is going to make you laugh. This is going to make you laugh hard. A guy on my website, I don't know who it is. You just never know these days who it is. It was like, I've been killing the bookies for 2 years. I'm making so much money. And I only support your website because you used to do amazing codes. And I'm thinking, really? You're killing the bookies. You're making so much money, yet you're paying me for my picks. Stop being deluded. Stop lying to yourself. Stop giving all your energy to professional sports, brother. So I told him to shove his $10 right up his ass, but he's still there, which is interesting. So listen, God's using Satan right now, in my opinion, to test us, to test our faith. I think most people in the world are failing, and they're failing dramatically. And I was failing dramatically. Although I had a wonderful life, I was a nice guy, this, that, and the other. When it came to faith, I didn't have any other than in myself because I was so cocky and arrogant. So again, it's going to get really challenging. It has been challenging. Let's be real. Since 2020, life's been a challenge, hasn't it? It has. But a challenge can be a beautiful thing, can't it? Look what's gone on in 2 years, guys. It's if you actually sit down with your mate and your wife, your mom and dad, and you sit down and you really discuss what's happened in 2 years. The amount that's happened in 2 years, it's overwhelming. It's mind-boggling at times. And because so much has happened, it's hard to just process it. So most people decide to just ignore it because they can't process it. It's like a computer, certain level of programming. And it can be a lot for me. Like, you see the vein here popping out of my head, because every day there's just something else and it all connects up. It's all connected, isn't it? When it comes to alcohol, guys, I know for sure your alcohol, your spirits, you're allowing demons inside of you. I've said this multiple times before. I think it all depends on the level in which you consume. I've mentioned this a lot. So yes, I'm sure we shouldn't drink alcohol. We shouldn't gamble. We shouldn't have unprotected sex or sex with multiple partners. There's all sorts of stuff we shouldn't be doing. But I think there's just a level for me. And this is my opinion. This isn't God, Jesus, the devil, or anything. I'm just speaking as Adam here. It's moderation. So again, if you're someone like Thomas Lockwood who's betting $5 a day, then I don't see any issue with that. If you are the average guy who's having one beer a night with his tea, I don't see any problem with that. If you're gambling every day and you're betting away your wage and it's affecting your relationship and it's affecting your mental health and all of that, and you're drinking every day and the first thing you want to do is go to the pub and have a beer and it's an escape route for your reality is drinking, that ain't good for you. That's not good for you. I'll tell you this, when I was learning this knowledge of gematria and I become deeply consumed by it, I would say addicted to the knowledge, where I wasn't sleeping, literally going 24 hours a day, not sleeping. That wasn't healthy. Even though I was gathering a lot of this knowledge, which has helped me get to the level I'm at now, it most certainly wasn't healthy because I was consumed by it. And I think when you're consumed by anything and obsessed by anything, it's unhealthy. And that even includes Jesus. If you are obsessed and that's all you think about, or every second of the day, and that's all you're focusing on, and then this, that, and the other, everything else is irrelevant to you. I don't care about this. I don't care about my family. I don't care about anything at all. All I'm going to do is preach Jesus. I think that can be dangerous as well. I think he wants us to have balance. He just wants us to have faith in him. That's what it comes down to, having genuine faith in him. We are not perfect. We're not supposed to be. Tell me a perfect relationship a guy has with a girl, or somebody has a job that's perfect and they love it every second that they go there. It's not designed to be that way. You know what I'm saying? What would have been Bin Laden's upcoming birthday? The World Cup final is 9 months, 9 weeks, and 1 day for 9/11. Phenomenal. The amount of 9/11 codes, guys, again, which indicates my prediction, which is on my website, which I'm not allowed to say on YouTube, but I'm trying to tell you what it is without telling you. All right, something went off on 9/11, didn't it? I think something similar is going to happen in Qatar. All right, I really do. And have you seen the Ukraine, guys? Have you seen the Ukraine? Basically trying to get Iran kicked out of the World Cup. All right. We know all about Iran when it comes to. I wish Satan, I wish you let me just speak my mind. Woo-hoo! All right. The stuff that's gone on in Iran and Iraq and what's going on in the Ukraine. You know what I'm getting at, don't you? You know what I'm getting at, baby. All right. And now you've got the Ukraine, guys, basically doing all they can to try and get Iran kicked out of the World Cup. And it's deep. It's deep. They're considering making a request, supposedly, to ban Iran from the World Cup. Ukraine FA to consider appeal to ban Iran from World Cup. The Executive Committee of the Ukraine FA is set to consider a possible request to FIFA to ban Iran from the World Cup. Ukraine and its Western allies believe Iran has been supplying drones to Russia, which are being used to attack the Ukraine. By the way, Ukraine is UK reign, and England's opening game of the World Cup is against Iran. All right? Argentina have got Saudi Arabia. The Middle East, which all connects to Jesus Christ. I actually don't even know what my BitChute is. Let me see if it. I only set up BitChute because YouTube banned me for a week when I did a mind-blowing video about Pfizer, and they banned me. So let me see if I can find my BitChute account. I don't think I know it. I definitely have one. I've posted a few videos there. If YouTube gets screwed up, I will head over there. 44 can mean many things. I think the 44 is connected to death massively. What's going on here? Is massively connected to death. 44 is connected to the UK. Their dialing codes +44. Elizabeth's Jubilee lasted 4 days. She had 4 children. Let me see if I can find this. The World Cup's every 4 years. The Olympics is every 4 years. The presidential elections are every 4 years. There's 4 seasons. It's the 4 horsemen in the book of Revelation. There's the 4 elements. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to find my BitChute details. What I'll do, if I'm able to find it in the future, in the description where it has my website and my Instagram and my Twitter, I'll put that as well. As for now, I don't know what it is. I think I found it. Wait a second. Woo-hoo-hoo! The thing with YouTube, it allows me to post content really easily. It allows me to go live. I don't know if I can do that on BitChute. On BitChute, to upload a video takes sometimes hours, or it felt like it was taking hours. So let me see if I can sign in here, see if this is correct. If it is, I'll give you my link. But remember I said the other day, what more does the illusion have to do to prove his point at this point? I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Maybe I've just got to speak my truth. I'm going to go through my whole life speaking my truth. If it upsets people, they have to deal with that. I'm not going to go out of my way to hurt anybody with what I say. If they can't handle it, they can't handle my truth, it's not my problem. I ain't going to go through life being worried about what other people think about me. Oh, man, it's not working. Oh, man, what is it then? What's my password? I'll try it again, and if not, I'm going to... No, it's not working. Ouch. All right, I'll do a password reset. Let's give it a go. I'm going to reset the password. Check your inbox. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do you a favor here with the BitChute, and I've got to go soon. Guys, say a little prayer for me. I need that money back. That $1,600 that I'm owed, that Expedia screwed from me. I need that back. I'm going to go to the bank today to check what's going on. All right, BitChute reset. Password request. We have received a request. La-di-da-di-da. To proceed with the process, please click on the following link. All right, done. New password. All right. Let's have a think. Well, all right, let's try this. Guys, whilst you're waiting, just give yourself one of these. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give yourself one of them. All right. All right, and then the illusion. Oh man, when am I going? I feel like I 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Guys, I've just changed the password. It got sent to my email address, and it's telling me it's wrong. I know it's not wrong. It's like, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where I think Satan can play around with you with technology. I know for a fact that this is correct. I've got the email. I've got the password. And it's telling me it's incorrect. It's just nonsense, guys. So I ain't going to do it now because it's going to piss me off. It's wild. Can't you just go to BitChute and type in the illusion? I think you can do that, can't you? And then you'll be able to access it, unless there's another illusion. I'll try it one last time, then I'm done with it. Boom, I'm in. I refreshed it all. Let's go. Profile. Guys, I'm in. It pissed me off, but I got in. Illusion, did you know the final is on Qatar National Day? Nope. But thank you very much for that. What Qatar National Day is the day after Pope Francis's birthday. Guys, it's almost as bad as that Sunak becoming Prime Minister on Diwali. Like, I don't know what more. Adam sleeping 4 hours. No, I sleep way more now. I sleep way more now. What I'm saying is, at the beginning of my journey, brother, I became so engrossed in this knowledge that I wouldn't sleep because I was so stimulated and I was almost addicted to it. I was saying it's not good to be truly addicted to anything. Okay, like really obsessed with something. You can enjoy things and appreciate them and do them often, but I became consumed by it where it took over my life, didn't it? Like I lost basically my social life. I was winning all this money, but what does that even mean? I like getting money for the amazing work that I put out. I really like that. I like when people send me a tip or said, you've changed my life, or when somebody signs onto my website. I ain't bothered about winning thousands of money gambling. Guys, click on that link. Tell me if it works. I might get this on my website, the whole thing. There's some amazing... Guys, you've got to watch it. Let me find it. This one here. This one here, I'm going to see if I can share it. I don't really know how BitChute works. Where's the share? I guess maybe it's just... What's this? Here we go. Click on this. This is the video that YouTube banned me for. So yeah, maybe I do need to look into alternative platforms, this, that, and the other. I need to do that. I've got my own website, which is my domain. Got it for 2 years. There's no reason why it should be getting taken off me. It is a platform where you can post whatever you want because there's no third party involved. There's no community guidelines. You can speak it as you wish. Obviously, my community don't go out the way to be controversial, but we can say things like my prediction for the upcoming World Cup without anybody removing it. So I'm almost certain as well that an England player is going to come out gay before the World Cup. And I think it might be, I think it'll be a Chelsea player. Maybe Reece James. They're telling us Reece James is like, will he make it? Will he not? Like, they're planting the seed of Reece James, who has 2 male names, by the way. I've got a feeling a Chelsea player is going to come out gay before or during the World Cup. I think it could be Reece James. It could be Mason Mount. But I think it's more likely going to be Reece James. What's my favorite meal? A nice truth sandwich. Woo! A truth sandwich swelled down with a nice sip of gloriously cold and refreshing truth, baby. I love lasagna. I love sushi. But if you're talking last meal, if that's what we're saying, that's when you truly know your favorite food. It's like, what if it was your last meal? What would it be? It'd probably would be lasagna, but a really top of the range lasagna, not the frozen shit, like a real homemade. Mamma mia, that's a spicy lasagna, like a lasagna, garlic bread. I don't know what I'd swig it down with, but I love apple pie. I truly love apple pie. I like it with ice cream. I like it with custard. I like it by itself. I love apple pie. Fish and chips with curry sauce is in the top 10. When I bought my mum fish and chips with curry sauce, we brought it back to the house. For some reason, I'm always going to remember that because we were both loving it. We were like, you could tell we were both enjoying this fish chips and curry sauce, and we're having a nice conversation. Cup of tea. She was like, let's have a cup of tea. I was like, yes, nice cup of tea, mother. It was beautiful. I always remember that. There's something a bit extra special when you buy it for your mum as well, rather than her buying it for you, because your whole life, your parents have bought you things. That's what one of the nice things was, going back and occasionally being able to buy my mum a curry or fish and chips. So somebody's asking me my favorite 3 meals from England. I think a curry is number 1. A really good curry from Bradford is number 1. But then I got obsessed. I think I had 9 curries in 12 days when I first arrived. That's not good for you. The fish chips and curry sauce. I love a Sunday roast, but it's something I wouldn't want to have every day. I think it would get very boring. So probably those 3. The all English breakfast, I've come to realize may be extremely overrated. I had a few. I enjoyed them. But I think I put all English breakfast on this pedestal, and I think they're all right. So, yeah, curry, like a top quality curry with all the trimmings, fish chips and curry sauce, plenty of vinegar, and then I'll probably say a really good quality Sunday roast. So maybe your pie chips and mushy peas, baby. You know what I mean? Like your steak and kidney pies, your chicken and mushroom pies, your cheese and onion bakes, all of that. I could eat that until the end of times, which might be soon. Woo! What curry spice level? I'm mild, mate. I'm mild, but I can do medium. I've done vindaloo before. It's not something I would ever order. It's not something I'd ever order, but people have made vindaloos for me. But I'd say I'm mild, medium, like your chicken masala, chicken korma. I get a little bullshit for liking that. But I'm more about the starters, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I really enjoy the desserts in England as well. Like, you know, like your vanilla slices and all that. My mum got me some custard donuts. What else was I munching? I overdid it, didn't I, with the chocolates? I overdid it. Like every live stream, I was eating quality streets, which was interesting. Do you know that Liverpool took the lead after 42 minutes against Ajax, and the beast reigns for 42 months? And Ajax right now are 9-1-1, like 9-11 in the Dutch league, just like Arsenal are 9-1-1 in the Premier League, and Barcelona are 9-1-1 in La Liga. So Salah, who's massively connected to end times, the Egyptian king, he was heavily connected to Charles becoming king, scored after 42 minutes. I've just seen that now. Yeah, 9 curries in 12 days, mate. Not joking. Easy headers, you're back in England. You fancy getting a curry and a few pints? Yeah, all right, mate. Easy headers. Just heard you back in England, lad. Fancy a curry and a few pints? Yeah, all right, mate. 2 days later. Oh, Adam. Wow, I didn't know you were in England. What are you up to tonight? Few curries and a pint. What, a few curries? No. Maybe I'll do one and a couple of pints. And it just kept going on and on and on. Because in England, the way it is, when people want to meet you, it's like, hey, do you want to meet for a pint, innit? And I know in Bradford, where we have the best curries in the world, in my opinion. Oh, you can't say that. You haven't had a curry in every part of the world. Come on, I'm just trying to say that I love curries in Bradford, the best ones I've ever had. And it is like, do you want to meet for a pint? Do you want to meet for a curry? That's kind of how it is. So because I was over in England the first time in 5 years, they knew I was there. I didn't really tell everyone I was coming over. What do? You get a curry and a few pints, don't you? In reality, that's what goes on. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to get off. It's 2:32. And I have to get to this bank. I'm going to be there an hour and a half, man. But I don't know. It's got to be done. Yeah, Mane scored after 10 minutes, and Bayern Munich can get their 10th Champions League win against Barcelona, and Mane wore 10 at Liverpool. I've done all my videos about 10 and Mane and Liverpool. Mane, who went to Bayern Munich for 42 million for the beast. Bayern Munich's in Bavaria, the Bavarian Illuminati. I think Bayern are going to win the Champions League, to be honest. I said it at the beginning. I think they win the Champions League. They were founded 227, the 49th prime, the big revelation number. So I think Bayern are winning it. Pakistani chicken tastes amazing, but it's so spicy it burned my mouth. Yeah, I don't like the point of spice where it burns your mouth. It's not enjoyable, is it? It's not enjoyable. And can people just have a little sit down now and go, how did Liverpool beat Man City and then get beat by Nottingham Forest and then go away to Ajax and lead them 3-0? Can anyone ask how that's possible? How they can get beat by Forest and then go away in Amsterdam, which is not easy, and put 3 goals past them? Just ask yourself that. No decode needed. Ask yourself that question. Beat Man City and then lose to Forest, all within a week. It's something to think about, is all I'm going to say about that one. Right, so Again, do me a favor, guys. If you're not on the website, just check it out. Support what I'm doing. I truly do work my ass off day in, day out to try and inspire people. And I do have the Matrix against me, undeniably. But I'm all right with that as well. I'm on the right path. You guys are on the right path. We're not going to be perfect in everything that we do and every prediction that we make. But it's fun along the way. Get to a level of coding at a high level, you will always learn something. Remember that most inventors, most of their greatest inventions are things that they didn't actually intentionally go out to design. They stumbled across them through failed experiments. Never forget that, all right? Okay? Man City are favourites. Man City are often favourites. Still haven't won it, have they? Bradford curry houses are amazing. Dewsbury and Wakefield have some great ones too, but Bradford is like curry capital of the UK. 100%, brother. The smaller family restaurants are the best for curries. I completely agree with that as well, mate. Right, anyway, I can't keep talking about curries because it's going to get me hungry and it's going to piss me off that I can't get a good one right now. So, cheers. Stay strong. I do believe more and more people are waking up to what's going on, especially in the world of politics. And if they can be open to that, then maybe they'll be open to everything else that I'm bringing up along the way. So take care. Much love. Wish me luck with the bank. And tomorrow I'll maybe go live. I don't know. I'm not much of a planner when it comes to going live. But yeah, I'm going to go to the bank. Then I've got to teach English. And then I'm going to try and find a few hours to just sit down and relax. You know what I'm saying, baby? I'm going to leave with 33 likes. You know, I love that number. It's 34 now, interesting. But yeah, somebody said see you Manny instead of see you mate. It's funny that he said see you Manny with a typo and Manny opened the scoring after 10 minutes. I keep talking about him and the number 10 and how he's connected to Satan. But the media portray Manny as this really nice guy who's always doing charity work for Senegal. It's absolute bullshit. The guy's a Satan worshipper. And if you don't wake the heck up, then he's going to go down with Satan, isn't he? All right, take care. Much love. Let's leave with 46 in the live, 35 likes, and JFK died at age 46. He was the 35th president of the US. Take care. Humanitarian award. Excellent. I love that one. Quick one. What do you think of number 31? I absolutely love the number 31 because I was born on my dad's 31st birthday. 31 is the 11th prime, which is the master number. A beautiful, beautiful number. So, yeah, I like the number 31. Notice in many football games, when the game finishes 3-1, at one point it was 1-1. 31's the 11th prime. So, yeah, I love the number 31 a lot, but not as much as 11. All right. Did you know that the ball for the World Cup is named after Allah, Al-Him? Didn't. Makes sense, though, with it being in the Middle East. What's going on with Spurs? They're not winning because of the code. Simple as that for now. I didn't look too deep into it, but my whole thing is this. If a team gets shocked, it's just the code. It's not because Spurs played badly or Conte got it wrong or Lisbon are playing the game of their life. It's just the code. They're down 1-0 right now because they're supposed to be down 1-0 right now. Don't mean I'll always get the code right, but they're losing 1-0 at this point because at this point in time, right now in this realm, they're supposed to be down 1-0 by the code. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So I had Napoli to win. They're winning. Bayern Munich to win. They're winning. Sheffield Wednesday to win. They're 1-1. Spurs have just scored as we talked about them. 80th minute. Wow, Edwards scored for Sporting Lisbon. That's my last name. He used to play for Spurs. Wait, no, he scored after 79. Guys, Spurs just scored after 79 minutes. The 22nd prime. Sporting Lisbon scored after 22 minutes. 79 is the 22nd prime. And Sunak just became the 79th Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And he did it in 2022. Spurs are so connected to the royal family and politics. It's off the charts. So they just scored as you was talking about them. All right. It says Spurs scored a lot of goals from corners this season. So many of these Champions League goals are from corners where there's non-existent defending. So Sheffield Wednesday to win, they're 1-1. It's such a shame because if they don't win that, they had this amazing 33 riddle. But it looks like Napoli and Bayern Munich are winning. But again, whatever at this point. Let's see if Sheffield Wednesday nick a late goal. I don't know, because it's the only game in League One. And I always get worried about things like that. Early kickoff, so when it's the only game in a league, so often that favourite doesn't find a way of winning. It's strange. Strange how often that happens, isn't it? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Illusion, for all you do. Thank you, Bernie Mac, for supporting what I do. Thoughts on Jude Bellingham? Again, to be at the level that he's at, he does so much satanic symbolism, this guy. It's off the charts. And he wears number 22, doesn't he, for Dortmund, that master number. So he's got that 22 behind him. You can't underestimate the power of these numbers, guys. He's got Jude, like Hey Jude. I think his middle name's William, which will connect to Prince William, no doubt. You've got Bellingham, which reminds me of Buckingham. I don't know. And I know he wears number 26 for England, which is that God number, that huge number. So you add up his jersey numbers 22 and 26, you get that 48. And remember, Sunak became the Prime Minister exactly 4 months after the anniversary of Freemasonry and exactly 8 months before the upcoming anniversary. So again, he's got all the numbers as Bellingham. He's got all the numbers in his favour, and don't underestimate them. And again, there's a reason why PSG's goalkeeper's number 99, Benfica's goalkeeper's number 99. Just that's all you got to know, guys. That the numbers are huge. So figure out the numbers in your own life. I've decoded people's lives. They've paid me to do it for an hour. I'd still do that, just not as often. I don't have as much time, or I've basically chosen to enjoy my time a little bit more rather than always working. So numbers are sacred. Numbers make the world go round. They say it's money, and money is numbers. So take care. Much love. I'm getting off, because if I get to the bank and it's closed, I'm going to be furious at myself. So thanks for everything. Thank you, Alto. Special thank you to Alto for all he does with his comments. How does one get into teaching? What do you mean teaching? Teaching this content, or we're all teaching. We're all teachers. We can all learn from each other. We're all students as well. You don't need a degree to be a teacher. All right? We all learn from each other. Teaching at schools, you need a master's, or you need some form of a degree. Depends on where you are in the world. It depends if it's a private school or not. It varies. It varies. There's a lot of amazing teachers out there. It's just the education system's toxic. But teachers are fantastic in general. I'm definitely going. Much love. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hey, Father and Exploring. Sorry, I've got to get off now. Wishing you a blessed day in Greece. A place I've never been, but I would love to go. If I ever do get out to Greece, hopefully one day we can meet up. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Much love. I'm off.